All right. Well, we have the final numbers on the erectile dysfunction office setup. Basically, we have the doctor that started, got going for years now. Has been partnered with another doctor. They've been doing this. He's been doing this for like 30 years. Um, their protocol was they've used like needles and injections for quite a while. In the latest, I don't know, last 5 years, this Swiss Wave protocol has been came out and is very effective. These treatments are like $3,000, give or take, sometimes a little bit more. It's such a hot industry right now because the way they've improved it and perfected it, even though this has been around for a while, with the technology and the things, the way they have done it, it's allowing to regenerate the stem cells. So it's causing better effects. And in all the journals, several journals even indicating that the results are better than even when men use Viagra and stuff. So it's actually working so well that the pharmaceutical industry is not wanting this really to get out because it's eliminating the use and need for any drugs. Also, lots of research. There's tons of research on this thing. I mean, you could look it up. Swiss Wave. It's like a lot. I mean, it's been done for quite a bit. It says it minimizes prostate cancer, lowers the risk of heart attack, improves overall health, even allows for a person to have a longer age span. The research is just phenomenal. But the offices that they have are going and making tons of money. So the numbers on this, since we're setting this up on a wholesale level with them, it's basically turnkey. Almost basically you're buying into a franchise. The money's going on the equipment, and you're going to be leasing it out, and some of the money is going on the rest of the office. So it's a partnership. We're going to have all the legal paperwork. We have an attorney that's really good writing this up. It'll be done. Well, the main invoice, main paper, well, the majority of it will be done like in a couple days, but the basis or the foundation for the paperwork and the beginning paperwork will be done Monday. So here's the numbers. It's for an office with, like I mentioned, 4 people, a receptionist, a doctor that's going to be overseen by the bar doctor who's going to own this thing, or we're going to be all partners in it. So he'll be part-time. It's going to be a closer, paramedic. The paramedic is the one that's going to do the treatment, and the receptionist. So that's how we got the insurance and all the stuff on it. Everything's covered. It's all ready to go. So here's the numbers. I'm going to go over the numbers. Basically, these things are going to produce at minimum. You're looking at like $100,000 a month. So this setup is going to be like $192,000. We're going to do 3 people, putting in $64,000. So out of that money is going to cover the doctor, the employment, the doctors, the employment of the staff, the equipment, and $40,000 of marketing. The marketing is going to drive the business in here pretty good because I mean you're talking numbers that, multi-billion-dollar industry of the pharmaceutical that is being replaced. I mean, of course, it's $3,000 a treatment, but you're still looking at, I mean, this is so hot that, I mean, men are wanting to do it anyhow, and age is normally, older guys, even younger guys are doing it, but it is a big industry. So I'm going to get to the point, and then I'm going to give you some more info on it in a minute here. So for $64,000, your return on investment is $9,333 a month. That gets your return on investment in 6 months. And these things are going to be going on for the next, 3, 4, 5 years. Big money. We're going to have put in 10 of these things this year. and hit some major cities. We've got them on track at Dallas, Atlanta, Charlotte, Denver, and some other ones. The setup time on this is about 30 days. So that number is very conservative. It's going to go up a lot more because we did a conservative number, but each of these is going to have a setup where it's going to, for the other revenue is going to come in, which is going to increase that, will be for hair growth, anti-aging testosterone clinic, and Botox. So that's like revenue right there, probably easily double or triple it. So the first 3 people in on this first initial setup, which will need somebody, be able to send the money in like the next, we'll get you the contract and all that, but we're looking to get this started in the next 2 or 3 days, probably 2 days, a couple days, 2 or 3 days. So once this one goes in, it'll be up and running in 30 days. Then we're going to put in the other 10 this year. So these are turnkey autopilot. The money on this thing's gonna, if you get in the first one, then I'll let you get in the first pick on the next locations and keep going. If you do this, it should generate you at least, if you're getting in on all 10, at bare minimum $100,000 a month. That's just bare minimum. So this is a hot investment. I'm gonna give you a little news report on this as well, so you can see.
And for the little blue pill right here in Philadelphia on the Health Watch tonight, a new treatment for erectile dysfunction, which is a problem for millions of men.
Health reporter Stephanie Stahl is here to explain.
That's right, guys. This is a new high-tech treatment for ED. It is non-invasive and no drugs are involved. It's sound wave therapy routinely used to treat things like tendinitis. Now the technology has been calibrated to treat ED, erectile dysfunction.
It's a major problem for men. I have many, many patients that will tell me my wife is going to leave me because of this, or my wife's convinced I'm having an affair because I can't perform with her.
Philadelphia urologist Dr. Bruce Sloan says medications like Viagra, surgery, and other treatments for ED don't always work. He's the first in Philadelphia to use this new treatment called Gainswave.
This is for sure a game changer.
The therapy can increase blood flow and regenerates tissue.
It's much better. I notice a huge difference. So everything works much better now.
This 32-year-old patient wants to remain anonymous because, like many men, he's embarrassed to publicly discuss his ED.
It's not something that's easy to talk about. It's not, it's not like I'm like a 60-year-old guy, so right. It's not something people would expect to happen.
He's diabetic, a common cause for ED, which is usually associated with older men and those with health problems like heart disease.
How are things?
Dr. Sloan says research shows after a series of 15-minute treatments, most men have an improved love life.
It's about an 80% response rate. Then you get men who are actually functioning reasonably well, don't need anything, but would like to improve their performance, so they will do Gainswave therapy.
And because a numbing cream is used before the treatments, it's pain-free.
It really doesn't hurt at all. There's no side effects whatsoever.
He says he finally feels normal and relieved he doesn't have to use drugs to be able to have sex.
I have more self-confidence now than I had in the past couple of years. I feel much better about myself in general.
Now, 6 treatments cost $3,000. Some men need more, and it is not currently covered by insurance. We have a lot more specific information for you on how all of this works and a link to Dr. Sloan. CBSPhilly.com, click on health.
All right.
So there you go. There's tons of articles on this. This is such a hot business. The minimum, you're talking $9,300 a month. That's a joke. By the time which we're going to have the hair growth, the anti-aging testosterone, and the Botox, and then we'll probably increase it from there after we get that going, or streamline it and get it a little better. But that's, that's a hot business, and we're only talking like conservative numbers. That's basically 18 sales a week with 40,000 in advertising, which the way you're going to market it, it'd be so easy to market this. It's going to be easy the way we set it up there. But we're already going off of business models that's already in operation and making money. So It's like a franchise without the franchise fee. That's basically what you're getting into. And the doctors we're setting this up with, they're like the best in the industry. Where this isn't off of the Gaines wave, this is off of a whole an acoustic sound wave is similar to that, but it's just a little bit. It's called the Swiss wave. It's a little different protocol. It's about the same thing, but I wanted to show you that video so you have an idea of what's going on. So if you're interested, give me a call, because this is going to go very fast, and this is going to be turnkey, a slam dunk. The attorney paperwork will be written up. We'll have the first initial start of the paperwork Monday, enough to go over the parameters, and then the final paperwork's on with the attorney that goes over the leasing of the equipment and the protection, because it's all backed by this asset and how it's set up. So you'll have the whole contract. It's all legal. It all falls under SEC guidelines. It's all straight and good. I mean, that's a solid business plan. It's real money, and it's proven. And these doctors are top in the field. I mean, they're making bank. So this is a hot one. Now, the blemished bed, furniture, and appliance thing is ready to go. About all these investments, I have it set up where it's like, minimum on the bed is $25,000 inventory, and you get like a return on that, like 4 times your return on the money, and then you can flip it over. But if that one, we just need a total of, to set enough of those up, we just need each individual store. It can do $25,000 increments. If you want to do a larger amount, then you get a larger inventory and stuff, so you can do better sales. But like I said, those are outselling Sam's and Walmart, no matter where you put them. And Barry has those right next to all those places in all his locations, and he's outdoing them, and he's doing name brand with no blemish. So the blemish stuff is cheaper than everything. So you sell one bed at $2,000. That is a $4,000 bed. It just paid your rent, because the rent's on $2,000 square feet. That bed thing, the bed setup, retail investment setup, that's ready to go. The numbers are ready. This ED office turnkey setup, the numbers are ready. I'm going to have the oil rig horizontal drilling investment numbers in the next probably Monday. That is going to be in a $60,000 increment. Probably only going to allow 5 people on that. And I'm going to get you the amount of profit on it as well. Plus, that has contracts for like 5,000 wells right now. So it's going to expand. While you're making money on the first one, you want to get in the other rigs and stuff. I mean, so you have that plus this, and then one that's going a little slow is the because the setup's a little more on that, is the trucking. But I guarantee for a fact, there's no way you're making multiple millions of dollars doing these if you do this. And you're talking the way I have it set up with the professionals that are doing it with experience, at like $60,000 increments. I mean, these are no-brainer, retard level, and this stuff isn't going to be here very long, because it's a no-brainer. So the oil numbers will be here. I'll have that Monday, and the contracts with the attorney, everything on that will be ready to go. So we got these two and the bed setup. But I would say the first one to go would be this erectile dysfunction office setup, because it's all ready to go and it's ready to run. Start closing this deal like Monday or Tuesday, and then it'll be in operation in about 30 days. Now the oil field will take probably about 45 to 60 days once the payment goes down, but you're talking it's a little more setup, but that is huge returns, and expansion and scales off the chart on that one. Maybe maybe you'll win like 20 in a year, whereas this one will be like 10 in a year. But we're talking business on this stuff coming in for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I mean, big money, hot. These are hot. So, give me a call, 312-473-4163, or text me at 312-218-8737. Thanks.